See, I'm up in the corner of Glen Avenue and Brighton Avenue, and that's Mary and Jackie's house there. That's the house that they lived in for a number of years. And now they got out of that house, and I think Frank, away on the sin, lives next door, in the house next door, so nothing's changed here. They still got these here big old tall building houses here. And like I say, this is Brighton Avenue now. Castleton Avenue, I mean. The Castleton Avenue goes... Smile! Here I am up where PS17 used to be a candy store. I can't get it over here. It must be next to this white house here someplace. It was in here someplace. In that street there. Anyhow, I'm going to stand in a circle, go around the circle, and I'll take what they got over there in the ground at Public School 17. They got a fence and sidewalk down this end, and I'm in a cul-de-sac, I guess you call it. And it's a sidewalk and a rail all the way around, and right up there is where the wall is at. That's where Public School 17 was. It's all burned down and knocked down. Now they got a playground up on top up there now. And there's kids running around up there. And like I say, I'm going around the circle. There's a cul-de-sac here that I'm in. So I'm taking all around the circle, and I get this here fence that goes around and keeps it from going up there. But that's the way it is. And well, here I am down the end of the lane of Highview Avenue. This is our house, 153 Highview Avenue. Can't pick out the number or nothing on it, but it's a house that we lived in for a number of years. It's all covered up, pretty well covered up with trees and shrubs and everything, and that's the way it stands. It's still a dead-end street, and still a dead-end road. This is looking up the street now towards 141. Maybe I'll walk up that way and look at it. It's up to, I think that's 141 right there. I can't make out the number, but it's up right up there anyhow. It's about the middle of the block. This is looking up the street now towards Harvard Avenue. And I'm standing in Keeney's driveway. It used to be Keeney's driveway, and this used to be Mr. Pierce's house, where the monkey used to be way the hell up there someplace. Yeah, up in that window we used to look at him. So, let's see if I can't get up in the middle of the block, and then I'll take movies of our 141 Highview Avenue. But like I say, this is 153 Highview. So, our 141 house now, 141 Highview Avenue. That's what we had when we lived in this here house. Born and raised in this here house here. We had all Dad's rooms, all the rooms, everything upstairs. And they had one room after the other on all sides of the house. We all had our own room in the house. And like I say, this is 141 down the street. Now is 151. I just come from there, but I can't take the number of the house because it's covered with a lot of shrubs and trees and everything. So I'm going to take this here street up the street. Then we'll go up there and I'll take a picture of down the street. And this is looking up the street towards Jensen's house. And, well, that's Willie Creco's house down there, Kennedy's house down there. And this is looking up their house at Miss Pearsall's house. Used to be Pearsall's house, and then we got Hutton's house right in here someplace. It's pretty well covered up with trees and shrubs and everything. And this is looking up the street on the other side of the street, so we'll go up that way in a minute, and I'll take the from up there down here. Up on the other end of Highview Avenue now, and that's the street down near Highview Avenue. Turn and go down that way. There we used to sleigh ride and go down that way there, come in right where I'm standing at, go down that way, and then we'd come up this way and we'd go down the other end of Highview Avenue. There's that big mansion house up in the corner next to the Jensen's. This used to be the Koch's. It used to be Koch's house. They had all the motorcycles in there, and then I started losing names of people up in this end of town, or this end of the street, but this up towards the other end of Highview Avenue. Now we used to come up here and go sleigh riding, and go down this hill here to sleigh riding, and down to St. Stanislaus Church and St. Peter's Church. Well, it's beautiful. We're going down York Avenue now, and the other end of York Avenue, you got this big boat that's out in the Kilburn Cove here. He's just sitting there, I think. He's not ready to go anyplace.
And that's where the Star
This
Theater was.
right over here to the right is where the Star Theater used to be. All covered up with bushes and everything. Can't see nothing there.
We're going up Jersey Street now.
Now we're going to turn up Jersey Street. This is Richmond Terrace that we're on. So now we're going up Jersey Street. Used to be a big house over here and a big factory back over there. I remember went on fire, exploded, and burned down, killed a number of people in there. You see how nice they got this street paved. It used to be cobblestone, I think. Halfway down was cobblestone.
The back of the church that St. Stanislaus.
Yeah, that's the back of the church there. St. Stanislaus. Used to be a park here, I guess it's still there.
And this is Wadsworth Avenue we're coming up to.
Okay. Going up to Wadsworth Avenue.
Crescent Avenue, I should say. That's Crescent Avenue going down, right?
Probably.
Look at these little houses they put here.
Yes. There's all the houses that they build down here. There's more roof to it than there is house, it looks like.
Right?
It looks like more roof to it than house.
Yeah, we're just going to sleigh riding down
People are
Lake
coming with
Avenue.
their bags, picking up cans and things.
Taft Avenue. There's 4th Street, you can go up there.
Yeah, both the 4th Street to York Avenue.
A&P used to be.
The country supermarket here,
Yes.
bakery store,
Used to be the bakery, but no more bakery.
Main Street food court. Firehouse still there, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Can you zoom in the St. George Ferry on that bus?
Huh?
Can you zoom in the St. George Ferry going on that bus?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the St. George, just the bus that goes from St. George Ferry. It's just sitting here, number 95, I guess it is, or SB2 or something.
5-2.
So they're sitting at the traffic light ready to move. We'll move out. Well, here I am at the foot of the Verrazano, and the wind is blowing like crazy. It's the bridge, the Verrazano, that goes over to Brooklyn now. This is the base of it here in Staten Island. We're at Fort Wadsworth, so we're taking the movies of the Verrazano here, the base and everything. And I'm standing in a parking lot of the Fort Wadsworth, so I'll take some more this year as much as I can. Then I walk down because we've got a lot of trees and a lot of cars and everything else going over that bridge. It's a big, long bridge, very long. Yeah, got the legs of the wire ropes and everything, and hanging them out, holding the bridge up. Way up there and hold them, the bridge up. And still at the base of the bridge. This is the base of the bridge at Fort Wadsworth that goes over to Brooklyn. Got those long stringers that hold the bridge up. And it's got that nothing else I could take back. It's all covered up with trees and bushes and everything else, so I'm not going to be able to see much more. At the lower half of the bridge, though, we got vehicles, trucks, and things go underneath the bridge. And up on top, they got automobiles that goes up on top. So you've got two layers of vehicles going off and on that bridge. And like I say, that part down there is the bottom layer of the bridge. There's a bottom layer of the bridge going in and going out too. Then we got the top layer. Automobiles up on top up there. You can't see them because I'm on the other side of the wall. There's automobiles up on top there and trucks. We are on this side of the Fort Wadsworth. I've never been here before, but they got a big old brick wall here. It just has a brick, all big bricks. This is what I had a couple of cannons right over behind me on the side. And I talked to the fellow here that just took us for a walk up here. Ethel and John, his name is Sir John. So he's walking down with Ethel to the view area. And right over here to my right, there used to be cannons. There used to be a couple of cannons over here. But this is the back of them, and they've been taken down. The whole wall has been shattered and kind of deteriorated. And so they just didn't want nobody getting hurt, so I guess they took it all down. And it looks like he's going to unlock the door and take us inside there someplace. Well, here we are inside that doorway. He took us in now. And this is what they call the barracks for all the soldiers and everything that they've had in here. All the way around us now is a wall of just barracks, and I couldn't believe it. I never seen anything like this before in my life. This is sure interesting here. Boy, with the barracks here and barracks there and all upstairs and downstairs. And just in completely circle here. And we got them all in here. This is where the soldiers all stayed. As if Sir John was telling us. So we're just looking all over, and it's just amazing. Just amazing. I can't believe it. Just great. And what I did was I come out of this door over here to the left here in a minute. I'll come up on it. We come out of this doorway here, which was inside as a hallway, big brick hallway. And then they got the barracks here again. All the soldiers. Again, I'm going to, on the other side of the campground now, or whatever you call it, it's barracks, like I say, all around us. All the soldiers stayed in here and inside, downstairs and upstairs. And boy, we had some soldiers that we knew that were stationed here where they could really tell us the story. I see some stairs going up there. Maybe I might get up there and look out the wall. But I'm all the way down the other end of the hallway. Way down, gee whiz. Oh, way down there. That's down the other end. The one at the other end we just come in. It's a hell of a walk, I'll tell you that. For me. We come in that. We come in that hallway there, the door that's on the side.
It was never a very good gun. It was poorly made. And it was
Sir John, excuse me. You don't mind if I take your picture, do you? Okay. No, I just want to take it while you're talking, explaining this to us.
It's really too big to kill people and too small to knock down walls and too heavy to do it at once. So it was buried right up to here and used as a bollard to tie up ships over in Manhattan alongside the South Ferry. They cut this out and they gave it, split it up and gave it to us. And so here it is. As a matter of fact, the people were so afraid of firing an 18-pound cannonball out of it, they would not fire, they would fire a 16-pound cannonball out of it.
Wow.
To make sure to clear the barrel.
And that's still the Arizona Bridge. That's right outside the fence here, outside the wall. I couldn't believe this place. Wow, it's beautiful. To see something like this here, it's just amazing what they got here. That's just inside the Arizona, like I say, and then all the barracks and all the rooms up here and top and down the bottom. They're all been emptied out, and they're just cement doorways. And, well, here we are. We're going to go to another tour now.
I'll give you something to take real pictures of.
Boy, look at the bottom of this here.
Torpedo building that burned up about 11 years ago.
We're upside now, looking down at barracks and places where they kept all the soldiers and all the armory and everything else down there. They kept everything to keep this here shore. The shore of ours is cleared off. When you look out towards the ocean outside there, we got from Brooklyn, I'm sure that and you got New York Harbor and you got Brooklyn over there, I imagine. And that's oh boy. That's terrific, my goodness. What a place out there. It's inside the ocean. And that's up to the New York skyline up that way there, going into New York, into the bay. And this is this torpedo room. He says that about 11 years ago it was blown up or blew up or exploded, went on fire, and by the time they got to take care of it, did a lot of damage.
Well, if you want to come back and if you want, all right. Good catch up.
Okay, fine.
I'll catch
Thank you
up.
very much.
Thank you, Sir John.
What's the big boys they're doing?
What? There's a track that went inside. It brought the big bombs and cannon cells and everything. Brought them out on that track and took them to that outside there, and then they had big cannons out there, and they shot them. And we get to Arizona again now. Goes right over here, right over our head. Big pills right here, one of them right here, right in Fort Wadsworth. The other one is over in Brooklyn. Well, my battery is flashing, so it'll probably be kicking out in a few minutes. It's kicking out. to take some more of this here that we got before it dies out.